Hi everybody, welcome back to Tam Predicts, and this is yet another reading, and this one is pick a pile. So these are your love predictions, and what are your love messages for June, the all of June. And the first pile is a starfish, and the second pile is a seahorse. Sorry, I'm holding it wrong. It's a seahorse. So the first pile is starfish, and the second pile is a seahorse. So meditate, use time, 5 minutes, whatever you want to, and see which one you're getting attracted to more. It's either a starfish or a seahorse, and I'm going to hold them up for you. See which one you were really attracted to, and which one did you want to pick for your love messages. So these are love messages for June. It could be what you're feeling, or what is the guy or the girl feeling that you are involved with, or your partner, or even if you're married, what is the other person feeling. And let me see. So I've not taken out cards and kept them for pile 1, pile 2. I'm going to do it as I'm doing the video, as I'm recording the video. So let's see what are the messages for people who picked up pile number 1, love messages. Your love situation is going to be in balance. I get 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I get 12 is important for you. 12 days from now onwards, you will feel more balanced in the relationship if anything is out of balance. But I think it is a relationship between you and your loved one, which is where there is balance between you two. Like if the other person gets angry pretty fast and you're the one who's calmer, so even if you're North Pole or South Pole, you balance out each other very well, even if you're opposite poles. So there is balance, and I felt a lot of calmness when I took that card out. And I also think that there is a lot of water energy in that card. I also get a lot of earth energy. So the two energies that I got, water or earth. So you might be a water sign or an earth sign if you are listening to this, or probably the person you involved with might be a water sign or earth sign. So here I get Leo also. I get strength with Leo. So you either a Leo, you're dealing with a Leo. I think one of you has very strong personality. It's either you have a very strong personality, or the other person you're dealing with has a very strong personality, never steps back, and you also find strength in the other person. So you're in a relationship with the other person, finds all his or her strength in you. And I feel you don't step back. That's the other word that I get. And you're always there for the person. The person is always there for you. I always also feel that this is a relationship of equal. It is a give and take, equal give and take. It's not that one person is putting too much effort, the other one is not. It's like both put effort. When it comes to love or anything, there is equal effort from both the sides. I also get the message opposites attract each other. That's the message that I get. Little bit less love from the guy. I feel I'm not going to say a little bit less love, but I think the guy you're dealing with, I'm going to interpret it that way, because this way that the guy doesn't express himself much. And I think the guy really loves you, but it's just that the expressions, he doesn't express himself clearly. He doesn't say the words that you want to hear. So maybe you think the guy doesn't love you as much as you love him, but I think that's not the case, because I feel the guy does love you as much. It's just a case of not expressing clearly, or not saying things that are in his heart. And he's holding out a heart for you, and he really loves you. And I think if you just so it could also be a situation, guys, this is a general reading, so it could resonate in a lot of different ways. I also feel if you just started going around with this guy, he will take time to express himself. So don't expect that if you just met him a week ago or something, and he'll say a lot of things to you too soon. I don't think that will happen. This guy is going to take time and tell you that he loves you. So you'll have to wait. You'll have to show a little bit patience in this relationship. Let's see what's the card for pile number 1. Your relationship is going to be beautiful. I think another 11 months, and it's going to blossom into something more, something stronger. And it's going to be a beautiful relationship is what I get. I get a lot of warmth from this card. The moment I pick this card up, I get a lot of warmth, a lot of love for each other, caring for each other, being each other's strength. So that's the pile number 1 for you. Let me see what are the other messages. I'll take one more message from this pile. Yes, you just have to wait for things to blossom, because the two cards point towards abundance in relationship. A lot of beautiful things, magical moments happening in the relationship. But I think you need to be patient. This is especially being patient, and everything you'll get everything, okay, in life. That's what I get. Let me see what are the other cards. Let me see what are the other cards for you guys. What are the other cards? Daily practice. Tell each other that you love each other every day. I think that's going to make it stronger. That's the message I got. And I think you guys do that. You send messages which actually validate the other person's feeling that yes, he or she really loves me. And I think you do that every day. You do send a message to your loved one, or the loved one does send a message to you every day, and you receive very cute messages from each other. That's what I get. Law of attraction. Keep your thoughts positive in the relationship, and I think you do keep your thoughts positive, because none of the cards right now are coming reverse. So you do love each other, and whatever you say, you always get back the same thing equally, or probably more. That's what I said. It's a relationship of equals. So put out positive thoughts in the universe, and you will get positive thoughts back from the person you're dealing with. What are the other messages for pile number one? Share your art with the world. I get another message with this. I feel that you two are going around, and it is a secret right now. You just started going around. Somebody doesn't approve of it, or you don't want to tell the world that you are seeing someone. It's a very new relationship. So this is a general reading, guys. It could mean something to one or two people who are listening to this, but I think this relationship is very new, and you haven't even told your friends about it. It is so new, and you're just wondering if I should share it with my friends, or it is also about should I share it with my family, that he really means or she really means a lot to me, and it's getting serious. So that's the other message that I get from this pile. Allow yourself to receive. So a lot of you who've chosen this pile are not allowing themselves to receive the other person's love. I think you are a little closed right now. You're wondering if this relationship is going somewhere else, or those are the thoughts that coming to you, and you're not really opening up your heart to your loved one, and you're still wondering if I should say those three words like I love you, or should I wait, or is it going to be serious, and you still thinking very practically, and you really not have you haven't put your emotions in it. That's what I get from this pile. Let me see what are the other love messages. I've taken the love cards. I want to give you 4 love messages from here. So this is pile number 1. Whoever is chosen pile number 1, this is for you. Peacefulness. I told you guys have a very peaceful relationship, and that's what's come for you. And it is about you recognize and trust each other. You recognize the love the other person has for you. You trust each other, and there is kindness, there is love, and that brings calmness to your soul. So there is a lot of calm in this relationship, and I love that. So this is whoever's chosen pile number 1. You're happy in your relationship. There is calmness. Even if you've just started seeing each other, you feel very comfortable with each other, and it's like you were always made for each other. This card doesn't say. Let me see what are the other love messages for you. Respect. You have a lot of respect for each other. This relationship started with a lot of respect, and the respect will always remain in this relationship, and that's what you feel and the other person feels. Willingness. You both are with each other, and you have a willingness to do a lot of things. A lot of times, I'm going to use the word compromise. That you compromise on so many things, but here you're really wanting to do so many things for your partner, and that's what your partner feels for you. The person is really willing, and you two will make this relationship very beautiful, is what I get. What is the last card? Ownership. So when you're going to do something wrong, you're going to say a sorry, and I think ownership is also not saying thank yous and gratitude and respect, and it's owning your responsibility in a relationship. So I think pile number 1 is fantastic. It's a beautiful reading for pile number 1, and let me see what are the colors I want to give pile number 1 for any charms, and I always make the noise. I want to give 2 colors. Blue comes always. I don't know what's with blue. I love blue, so that's what blue comes always. These 2 colors. I think it's a light blue and like a nice shining blue. So blue is a good color for you. And this was a reading for people who picked up the first pile. Let me see if I can give some alphabets to you which are important for you. And let me see if they make a word also, because normally they do when it says A, U and T are important alphabets, and at it. I'm going to say you at it. when the other person is in trouble or wants something from you, you always say, I am at it, don't worry. And the other person also replies, in a similar way, that I am at it, don't worry, I will take care of it. So I think this is much of a line where I want to say, I am at it, don't worry. Okay. And you have each other's back. So it's a beautiful reading. It's a beautiful relationship between you two. And so if this was a reading for people who had chosen Starfish, that was pile number 1. I'm going to move to pile number 2, the Seahorse. Yes, let's see what are the messages for you. Is it going to be really different from pile number 1, or what are the messages in pile number 2? And sorry, one card was falling. I had to pick it up. Pile number 2, pile number 2. What are the messages you want to give pile number 2? No action in love. Waiting for something. Waiting for the right time is what I get. Maybe waiting for the right time to talk to the person, to propose to the person. I get the line I get is waiting for the right time with this card, and there is a lot of inaction. You don't know if it is the right time to propose or not, is what I get, or to say the things that you want to say to the person. So that's what I get from the first card. That's a feeling that I get from the first card, that you're just wondering. There is no deceit. If you're thinking the other person is deceiving you, the other person is not deceiving you, guys. Don't worry about it. And probably that's why there is no action from your side. I feel that a lot of you think that the other one is involved with more people. Is just not you. I think this is, I right now I get the feeling that this pile is going to be about new relationships. So for the people who just started going around, or are not very sure about the person they are with, probably they've just spent a week with them, or just started to get, they just started to getting know them in a way, met them somewhere and just started talking. So they also feel that probably the person they are dealing with has a bit of a player personality, and that probably that person is involved with other people too, and so that's the message I get from this pile. That's how I wanted to interpret it. Let me see what are the other messages for you guys. Happiness is not really near you, it's away. You're not thinking about happiness, because this card came out in the first reading also, and exactly came out reversed. It came out the same way, but it had a very different meaning. I attached a very different meaning to this reading, but here I feel happiness is a little away. I also feel you're controlling the situation. You're controlling what you're saying, you're controlling your thoughts, you're controlling your emotions. You don't know where it's leading, and you don't want to jump into it too soon, is what I get also. What are the other messages? Not feeling all tied up. If it came this way, I would have said you're feeling all tied up in the relationship. Nobody's tied you up. The other person hasn't tied you up. You haven't tied yourself up. This is testing yourself in the relationship. It is testing the other person. You've tied yourself up. That's the message I'm getting. So you are controlling yourself. You are controlling the situation. You are not opening up to the person, and you're still assessing the person. You've been critical of the situation. You've been doing your pros and cons pretty carefully. And I think you're coming from a big heartbreak, and you started another relationship too soon, and you're worrying it's a rebound. And you stepping back, you go one step forward and you go one step backwards. That's what I get. Probably you're not really sure, because you still have the past somewhere hidden in your heart, and you think about it every day. So you're not really sure. You're also asking yourself questions. Isn't it too soon? I've just gotten out of a relationship. I've just gotten out of a heartbreak. Isn't this too soon for me to fall in love with someone? I don't think it will work out. So that all is happening. This is a love reading. It says it's about money, but I'm saying in 4 months things are going to be better. I think if financial constraints are stopping you to come together, that will be over in 4 months, and you will be together. Some kind of financial strains are not letting you being together, or you both are so worried about your finances that probably you're not talking about love right now, and you want to first settle your finances, get into a better place, earn more money, have stability, and that's the time you're going to think about love. Guys, remember, this is a general reading. There'll be a lot of messages in one reading, so take what applies to you and let it fly away if it doesn't apply to you. This card came again. The person is not cheating. Remember that. If you had a question in mind, if the person is cheating on me, I don't think the person is cheating on you. That's a channel message, guys, and it came out twice. So this is especially for you. The person you're involved with is not cheating on you. I think the person is just being trying to get more money, and it's difficult for the person, to get more money right now. The person really loves you. Okay, and there is love, so you got to open your heart. I told you the person wants to enter your life, but you put your heart in a cage. So whoever's listening to this, guys, you've put yourself into a cage. You have the key. You are not letting the person in, but I feel in 6 weeks you're going to open up more. I think you're going to heal. You're going to heal sooner than you thought you will heal from your past relationship. And I think the new person who's entering your life will be very loving and caring. That's what I get. But you have to open up the cage yourself, and you have the key. So the other person will not be able to do anything unless you're ready for this relationship. I feel you were making strategies about the situation. You were treating love like a strategy. It is not going to be a strategy. Don't worry. I get the words you've been doing. Oh, it's been just 4 weeks that I just broke off from my last relationship, or it's been 4 days or something like that. Should I go ahead with this? Should I take 1 year? My friends are saying 6 months. You've been reading things. How much? When should you, let a new person enter your life? You're doing all that. I feel it became a big strategy, though it came reverse. But I feel that's what you're still doing. You haven't given up on that. You're still dealing your love life. You're taking it as a strategy and doing accounts on it. Yes, you're still wondering. I have left something behind. Should I enter? Am I ready for the new life? That's what I get. I get, am I ready for the new life or not? And that's a big message. You're still wondering. I'm not going to take 2 years here. I want to take 2 weeks. You've been wondering for 2 weeks that am I ready for this relationship? I thought I've kept all my. I don't want to look back at my baggage, but you're still carrying your baggage here. So I don't know if you. I feel you are still hanging to your past. I don't know why. You have to move on. You have to move on, guys. One last card from this one. A lot of love in your heart. There is a lot of love. You are capable of a lot of love, but I just think the time is not right. You really want a person in your life. You're just healing from a broken heart. You're also ready for a relationship, but you're still unsure if you're ready for it now or not. You are just seeing if your heart is healed or not. That's the energy I get. It's like you're also nursing your heart, you're protecting your heart, you're holding your heart lovingly. You've just healed your heart. And the other message I get is I don't want my heart to get hurt again. I don't want the hurt, and I don't want that piercing hurt that happened when the guy or the girl left me, or left me with a broken heart. So that's another message that I get. So I've just picked up another deck. Let me see what are the messages from this deck for you guys. Mother Mary. Yes, I feel right now your mother is also there to take care of you, and it's coming reverse. But I don't know. I don't want to read this reversed, and it says that your mother is going to help you come out of the situation if you're living with your mother, or probably your sister, or if you've been praying to God. I think God is going to heal your situation pretty soon and is going to listen to you, and I think will give you divine guidance on this. Inspiration. Not feeling inspired enough to fall in this. I felt love trap. I don't know why I said that. It was a channel message. A lot of you are feeling the love. It's a love trap. Again, you feel love is a trap. Again, you're going to get trapped inside. You've already just unchained yourself from a relationship, and you're not really inspired enough to fall in love again. So guys, this is a general reading. Might or might not resonate with you. Might one message might resonate with you. A lot of messages might resonate with you from the same pile. So that's what I feel. Not really inspired and motivated. It's like love doesn't inspire me anymore. Why should I fall in love? I think you were asking yourself all these questions. No, that doesn't sit in the reading. I don't know why I didn't want to take that. Express your inner truth. I think you need to talk to the person you're involved with. That's why this card has come, and that's why I wanted to take this card or pick another card. So you have to talk and tell the world how you're feeling, or especially the guy or the girl you are involved with, or you want to get involved with. I think you need to tell them about your past. I think you've hidden your past, and you think it's too soon. You don't want to talk about it, but I think it's a good way to start. That you have to tell them that things are a clean slate now. You want to start with a clean slate. You're not carrying any baggage. I think those are the words that need to be spoken. I'm getting that, and you're not talking about it, but you have to express yourself. If you want this relationship to work, this is the time to express yourself, not later, because then the other person will feel that you cheated on them. You didn't tell them, that you did have a past, and you were really affected by it. So I think you need to tell them in as many words. and the other person will appreciate it if you talk about your past. Let me see what are the love messages. Here are the love cards. What are the love messages for you? Pile number 2, humility. Work with humility, okay? And you have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same but on different paths. So you did understand that the last relationship, the guy or the girl, he or her were very good. It's just that your paths were different. You did cross each other, you did walk along that path, on one path for some time, but after that the road did fork and you had to follow another path, the person had to follow another path, and I think you understand that. And if you've understood this, then you don't need to carry any baggage, guys. I don't know why you're carrying the baggage right now. No, this doesn't say it. I want to see what sits in this reading. No. Action. I didn't want to take this card, but it came again. Right now is the time for waiting. I think you guys are waiting. This is the first card of your reading. In the love cards also, this is action. You're not taking any action. You're still confused how you feel about the person. You're still confused what happened to you in the last relationship. You're just coming out of it, so you don't know if you should go ahead or step back. So that's what you're doing. You're going one step ahead and one step back. That's what I get. Not satisfied with the current situation, guys. There's something in your in your current situation. You're not satisfied, you're not happy. Even if you want a relationship, there is something that is you think is not the whole thing is not complete, your life is not complete, you're missing out on something, not feeling inspired enough to get into a relationship, guys. So don't get into a relationship if you feel it's not the right time, but if you are, then don't carry your baggage. And if you are talking to someone, do tell the person whenever it's the right time, but not too late, that what's happened with you or whatever, uh, what happened with you in the relationship. It says empathy. I feel that you feel, if you tell the person you are involved with, the new person, the guy or the girl, the person would not know how to empathize with your situation. Guys, we've all had a broken heart, we've all had relationships. I think the other person will understand, even if he or she didn't have a relationship or didn't have her or his heart broken. But I think you've been thinking too much from their side. You just, it's trying to get into their head and thinking, oh, what happened if they won't understand my situation, they'll probably blame me. So these are the thoughts that go are crossing your mind. So guys, if you talk to them, they will understand your situation and they'll empathize with you. What's the last card? Acceptance. They're going to accept you. See, this is the right card. And I also think this is for you to accept the situation and move on. So this, I am going to end the love cards here. So you need to accept your situation, that this is your current situation. No past, no future, only present is in your hands. You are in the present. People who don't belong to with you in the present will not be there. They're in your past right now. So open up your caged heart and let somebody in properly, and let have a good heart-to-heart conversation with the person. That's the best way to go ahead. So let me see what are the colors for you. I'm just reaching out. I hope blue doesn't come. Blue always comes. No, I get a pink. I get a mermaid for you. I'm going to drop the blue. I get a pink and I get a mermaid. You can't see it properly. This is the unicorn. Unicorns also means believing in the impossible, like I always say. Mermaid also. So I think all your stories, romantic stories in your head, anything romantic or whatever will come true, and it's going to be a very romantic relationship. You two will be, if you're going to get involved with someone, or if you just got involved with someone. Let me see what are the alphabets for you guys, and if it makes a word, because it always makes a word. I always feel that. A lot of alphabets for this one, pile number 1. So it says air. Probably you want air to breathe and you don't understand. It's like, you're breathing hard, or you're like, I want some fresh air. That's the time I'm going to make my decision. So these are the alphabets for you. E, A, I, R are important. I got an air. Let me see if I get another message. I get air. You need to you need to breathe, and you need to get some fresh air. And that's what I got. So guys, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed the reading. So this was your love reading, pile number 1 and pile number 2. I'll be back again with another prediction tomorrow, and do subscribe to my channel, do hit the like button, and do comment. I always read the comments, like I always say. Thank you so much. Good night. See you tomorrow. Bye guys.